Welcome to the security checkpoint. Let me have your ID and your boarding pass, please.
All right, here you go.
All right, Mr. Garner. What's the purpose of your travels today?
Drug delivery.
Excuse me?
Drug delivery. I'm going to a drug delivery symposium.
You are aware that drug delivery is a Class A federal felony, punishable up to 50 years in prison.
No. I mean the legal kind of drug delivery.
Okay, you're in Indiana, Mr. Garner, not in Colorado.
Oh, I'm not talking about kilos taped in the wheel well here.
Officer Starsky, please have Fido check the wheel wells of his vehicle, please.
No, I mean the delivery of a medicinal molecule to a site of pharmaceutical action.
You're gonna need to come with me.
Really? I was really hoping to get on my flight.
You're going to tell me everything.
Everything?
Everything about drug delivery. Now talk. Tell me about drug delivery.
You want me to tell you all about the scientific field of drug delivery?
If you don't want to, we do have alternative methods to find out how many drugs you're delivering.
Well, I guess it starts with getting drug into the bloodstream.
Getting drug in the bloodstream, so that's what the kids are calling it these days. Fine, tell me about that.
When we talk about oral application, that is medicines you swallow, drug delivery is often related to the ability of the drug molecule to cross from the intestinal fluid, which is a mix of everything passing through your digestive system, over the intestinal lumen, which features these little finger-like projections called villi to maximize surface area, and into the bloodstream. The degree to which a compound crosses over the intestine into the bloodstream and have pharmaceutical effect is referenced as bioavailability. Some compounds pass quite readily, such as caffeine. 99% of caffeine is absorbed across the intestine, which is why your morning cup of Jittery Joe perks you up the moment it touches your lips.
Oh, yummy. Caffeine is my favorite.
Go on.
Some medicines are only partially absorbed, such as aspirin. Only about 68% of aspirin which enters the intestine actually passes through into the bloodstream.
Aspirin's okay, but not my favorite. I'll take a little more than half of that.
A simple solution to this is to just package a higher dose of the medicine in the pill than what is really needed, knowing that only a certain fraction will ever actually get used, and the rest will just pass out into waste. Then there's some compounds which have almost zero absorption, such as loperamide, of which only about 0.3% is absorbed.
Ew, I have standards. You can just go onto the waste track.
Which is why loperamide is only used as an antidiarrheal agent. There are many reasons certain molecules are not easily absorbed from an ingested formulation, including poor solubility, weak permeability, destruction of material in stomach, and several other causes. But don't lose hope. There are ways to package, protect, and formulate compounds in manners which maximize their oral bioavailability, and improving this uptake into the bloodstream is one form of drug delivery technology. Of course, oral is only one way to get blood into the drug stream. Many formulations just skip this altogether by being directly injected. Of course, getting into the bloodstream is just the start.
Just the start?
Yes, it's where it goes after it's in the bloodstream, which is important. The bloodstream is kind of like an elf on Christmas, pitching in for a sick Santa Claus. It has lots of packages it knows it has to deliver, but not really any clear instructions on who gets what or how it is to be delivered.
Who let an elf in here?
Now, for a great deal of stuff the bloodstream delivers, like glucose, water, and oxygen, it doesn't really matter because all cells in the body need these basics. For other things, however, it does matter. Hey elf, what do you have there?
Paclitaxel.
Ooh, paclitaxel, nasty stuff that is. Common chemotherapeutic agent, but it's toxic to normal healthy cells. Where will you deliver it?
Well, there's no label or address on it, so I guess it goes anywhere.
Uh-oh, that is how we have lots of side effects with chemotherapy. To the body, tumor cells and normal cells look very similar, and there is not a clear way to tell the difference between them. There are, however, some techniques to be able to distinguish them better. What else have you there, Elf?
It's paclitaxel, but this one has a ligand on it, and it is labeled tumor, so I know where it goes.
Ligand labeling is just one of many techniques to encourage appropriate drug delivery and boost efficacy with minimal side effects.
So, once the drug is in the bloodstream, you can control where it goes and it can go anywhere.
Well, sort of.
There are some exceptions.
For most organs, simply getting the drug into the bloodstream is plenty in order to get good uptake to that organ. There are, however, some exceptions.
Go away. None shall pass.
Really? I just brought medicine for the brain.
No one passes the blood-brain barrier.
In drug delivery, crossing the blood-brain barrier, or the endothelial layer between the bloodstream and the brain tissue, is not a trivial task. Generally, the tight junctions of the barrier prevent most molecules from entering the brain tissue. It's reasonable for the body to protect what goes into the brain since it is so sensitive. However, it is a big problem for drug delivery. In some cases, clinicians will actually place an implant or inject the drug to be delivered directly into the cerebral fluid on the brain side, rather than try to cross the blood-brain barrier. That being said, this barrier is not completely impermeable. Well, what if I told you I had this decorated package?
Ooh, decorated.
Yes, decorated with transferrin binding ligand.
That's nice. I bet I can make use of this. This can pass, but user shall not pass.
Oh well, at least we got some of the drug past the blood-brain barrier. Even under the best of conditions, transfer of the drug across the blood-brain barrier remains difficult. It is a scientific challenge to this day.
So, Mr. Garner, when you say drug delivery, you mean getting a pharmaceutical agent to the site of therapeutic action.
Yes, it's a very important field of science.
I guess everything is fine then. You can proceed to your flight, Mr. Garner. Just don't let me catch you blabbering about drug delivery in my airport ever again.
Absolutely, and thank you so much.